Hello everybody, welcome along to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Today we are back in Automobilista 2 and we're going to have some fun tonight because we're going to take on the unusual challenge of driving circuits in reverse. Now everyone knows the layout of Spa-Francorchamps or Silverstone or all these famous world tracks. Everyone knows the direction they go, the corners are famous themselves, everyone knows exactly all about them. But what do they like to drive in reverse? So that's what we're going to find out tonight. We're going to give it a go. We're going to drive around multiple different famous circuits on Automobilista 2 in a variety of different machinery and just see if they drive as well in reverse as they do going forwards. I mean, some may be horrific, it might not be any good whatsoever, but some might be actually really fun to drive in reverse. So that's what we're going to find out tonight. So I hope you enjoy a little bit of something different this evening on a regular Saturday evening. So let's jump into the sim now and we will get ourselves up and running. So here we go in the sim now. Let's just get myself in here as well. Right. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to jump on this as being, we're going to do a test day, because the great thing about Automobilista 2 is you can actually drive the wrong way around a circuit and not have any flashy things saying going the wrong way or or be disqualified because you're going the wrong way. So it gives us complete freedom to go out and explore these circuits for ourselves, and hopefully we can find some little gems. Obviously you can't race them with AI because you'll just crash into them, but however we may throw in some AI just for a bit of dodgems action later on and just see how we get on with that. It could be interesting. So you've seen from the thumbnail and from the intro screen there, we're going to try Spa-Francorchamps, but we're going to build up to that. Let's start ourselves off a little bit smaller and work our way up. So we're going to there's so many good options here. We're going to try Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit to start off with, and I don't think I want to take a GTE car around there personally, so let's find something a little bit more suited to Brands GP, shall I say. Let's go with the mini challenge car, and we will go out on track and see what this is like. So yeah, this is going to be fun. So I know the world of iRacing is surrounded with Spa-Francorchamps 24 hours this weekend, so good luck to everyone involved in driving that, but we're going to do something a little bit different because that's what we do here at Sim Racing Bible. We don't do generic sim racing stuff most of the time, so we're going to try something fun. So here we go, in the pit lane at Brands Hatch. Normally here I would go right. Not today, we're going this way. So here we go, coming out on track, slow exit from the pit lane. Okay, starting off at clearways and then flying up the hill here. Okay, up to Sterling's. Running off there. Up to Sheen Curve. Now this is a tricky corner at the best of times, let alone not knowing where you're going. One thing's for sure though, it makes a real difference. Driving a circuit in reverse, it really does throw you off your balance. I mean there, where am I going? And I'm off track already, that didn't take long. But yeah, driving a circuit in reverse makes for quite a challenge because you've got to almost learn the circuit all over again. See, Hawthorne's there is really quite tame, and normally when you go the opposite direction, that's quite a tricky corner, fast uphill corner, and you got to get that right, and it's just not easy to do. This is going to be hard, going to be braking downhill. We are locking up like crazy. But we've kept it on the track. Okay, down to Graham Hill Bend. This one we can probably attack quite well because we're going uphill again towards Druids. Again, not much is going to change here because it's still an uphill braking point. Still a hairpin bend, it's just returning left instead of right. Stay on the track. Now, Paddock Hill. This is going to be interesting. Turn. Okay. Let's go for a full lap. Obviously we're not going to get a lap time here. This is going to be quite tricky. Just where do you brake into clearways? That's quite fun into there actually. Interesting first corner. Everyone trying to hang on around. They'd be like Phillip Island actually. try and do a lap without running off track. This is where we had a bit of confusion earlier on. Not too bad actually. It's probably actually easier in reverse shin curve. This one though. Yeah, that's a really iffy corner when you're going the wrong way. Okay. Through Hawthorns, no dramas at all. So this is where we need to be on our guard, coming up into this next downhill right. That's a super tricky corner in reverse. Okay, what we might do, I have to break out the old technology and get a stopwatch on this. Oops, too fast into Graham Hill Bend. Just destroy the marker board, no worries. So difficult to get the power down in the Mini. Oops, short shifting there. I think my brakes are rather sensitive, so let me just, what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to go back and make sure we've got these calibrated, because I have a nasty suspicion that they're not where I want them to be. So we'll just do a quick, that's alright, there, okay, because the locking up going into some of those corners is quite severe, so let's just make sure we're calibrated here. Yeah, that seems alright. Okay. So obviously the super sensitive brakes in the Mini, obviously, so that's okay. And we'll go back in there and do that again. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring out the very crude lap timer. We'll set our own times when we cross the line. See what the see what we're like going in reverse. Probably nowhere near Nemesis' time, obviously. He's done a 1:34 going the correct way when we know what's going on. Obviously we've got stone cold tyres going on here as well, so got to be aware of that. Yeah, there's definitely something wasn't quite right with the brakes because it didn't really stop that time, so I have to push a bit harder. Okay, this one is so tricky, so we're going to have to slow this down quite a bit. Later turn in. Of course, going the wrong way around a circuit like this, you also don't get marker boards to tell you how far in the corner is, because usually you rely on things like marker boards for your braking points and for general help getting around the course. So without that help, you're on your own, which is part of the challenge. Yeah, because you're carrying so much more speed into that corner, it's a lot slower than you think it should be because of how you're used to taking that corner. Alright, Graham Hill Bend coming up. And again I'm off the track. Problem actually, just in my face. There we go, let's keep that on. Driving one-handed and trying to look at a phone. This is why you don't look at your phone and drive, everybody. Right, let's get ourselves at Paddock Hill Bend. Alright, fingers on the button, ready to go with the start timer. There it is. Right. We're on a time lap of Grand Prix Brands Hatch in reverse. That first corner is actually quite fun. Even though I ran a little bit deep there, but that's actually quite a nice corner to drive the wrong way. Very similar actually, that one. Way too narrow into sheen curve. Big cut. Oh no! Still can't take that much speed through that. Hawthorns is such an easy corner now. You're going the wrong way, just for the title. Welcome along, Funky. Yes, we are going the wrong way. Just trying to get a handle on that corner there. We've managed to finally make it through in some sort of shape. Apart from the wrong ones, obviously. Another case of not slowing it down enough. Okay, not too bad of a lap. Particle bend is very different trying to attack it going uphill. It's not too bad, a bit more stable than normal. Of course, I didn't stop the timer. That was probably about a 1:40, I think it was. I think about 3 seconds past the line. Yeah, Brands Hatch GP in the box. That's quite a cool little start to the stream this evening. Yeah, so it's interesting the dynamics change when you look at it the wrong way around. So what other famous circuits can we do? We're going to save Bathurst till later as well because I think that one could be just wild. Let's try Adelaide, and we'll go with the V8 because why not? Go the wrong way around the street circuit at Adelaide. So instead of the quick chicane as our first corner, we've now got a very tight hairpin left. The other difficulty with this is obviously most circuits in the world are clockwise. So when you reverse it, obviously you're going the opposite way. So you're doing more left turning than right, which is not always what you're used to. So resist the temptation to go the right way out of the pit lane. And here we go, tight exit. It's a little bit discombobulating, absolutely, yeah. Gotta really think about it sometimes. Okay. Whoa. V8 supercars, tricky to drive at the best of times. Into the hairpin we go. Right, this is going to be interesting. The original turn 8 in reverse. Walls everywhere. Ah, no problem. Right, now spotting the braking point into here is going to be tricky because obviously you've got the curb that's in the middle of the road there. Big clout of the inside curb. Instead of going double right, we're going double left, and then we're down the staircase the wrong way. This section here is not really going to be too different because it's just 90 lefts and rights, which is kind of what you're doing normally anyway. So fairly straightforward through there. Now this chicane in reverse. It's even faster going that way actually. That's mad. Okay, down to the hairpin. Big curves around Adelaide, very easy to unsettle the car. If anything, it actually works quite nicely, going the wrong way. Oops. See if we can take a bit more speed through this fast left-hander this time. I think actually, because you've got less straight before you reach there, you're actually approaching it at a slower speed, so you can probably almost take that flat out. It's only a slight break if you're going the right direction. Ooh, big curb. So here we go. Our favourite chicane. Maybe not quite that quick. But that's still quite a fun chicane in reverse. Too deep into the hairpin. Or just reversing round count. I did consider that. Obviously, we've done reversing round circuits before in the past, but I figured a whole evening worth of going in reverse gear at around 60 kilometers an hour or whatever it gets up to in reverse gear, it might not be the most interesting evenings for you guys. So I thought, well, we'll do it driving forwards, but going backwards. If you know what I mean. Okay, let's see if we can take this flat out. We'll probably crash, but we'll try it. Oh, you can! That's mad. Gotta keep it off that curb on the left, going into there, which tightens the corner entry quite a bit. Okay, so we can probably take a bit more speed to this first bit, and then a dab of brakes before we hit the left-right up towards the wall. I'm going to put this out there. This is a pretty bold statement, but I prefer Adelaide in reverse. Still works just as well. Locked brake into there. Getting used to the car a bit more now as well, so just being super careful on the throttle because it's easy to spin the rear tyres. Oh, that's a real accuracy test through there. Right, we're going to have to suggest this to Virgin Australia's Supercar Championship. Next time they go to Adelaide, they've got to do probably one of each. We'll allow them to have a round going the right direction, and then for the second one, you just got to do it in reverse. So that'd be fun. Although they probably wouldn't like that chicane being so fast with the wall on the exit there, but in sim racing it works fine. It's giving me lap times. Except it's doubled them for some reason. 2:54. It didn't take me that long to get around there. That's fun. I like that. In reverse, that's really cool. Adelaide, so it's upside down and reverse. Yeah, it's a double reverse going on. I should have done that with my head down, shouldn't I, really, just to give it the full effect. Okay. Well, that's a good positive. We found one that works really well. Monaco, do we dare? Okay, I'm going to bring this back over to Europe. We're going to go to Hockenheim. We're going to do the Hockenheim circuit in reverse. So what can we use for this one? We'll use something German, shall we? There's only one choice. It's got to be this. Let's go try this out. But yes, as we mentioned at the start, we'll do some running and reverse in the different circuits, the different tracks and cars and things going on, and then we may look to add some AI into the factory, even though they're not going in that direction. We'll see if we can avoid them, or if they can avoid me, depending. Right, Hockenheim, and the BMW M1 Pro car with its glorious 6-cylinder noise. Never gets old. Right, pit lane exit. It's going to come out the inside of turn 1. So the stadium section in reverse. Oop, going this way. To Sachs curve, as you can see on the side there. This next left-hander. It's going to be pretty quick. So looking forward at that bridge there, thinking, oh yeah, it's got loads of straight, but realise the corner's coming up rather quickly. Yeah, the M1's amazing, isn't it? It's so good. When I come out of the bits in the M1 Pro car, I can't just go straight into it. I've got to kind of build the revs and build the noise just because it's such theatre. Hairpin's just the hairpin, just the other direction. Okay, flat out around this curve here. Now, braking into what is normally turns 2 and 3. What's going to happen here? Hop over the curb on the inside. Okay, that could work with a bit of practice. And then turn 1's just another really quick corner, so it's just going to be going left instead of right. It's quite a nice final corner actually for the lap. Right, what's our new turn 1 like? Don't know, I didn't see it. Did you? I like the transition through there. So you come through that little chicane section into the stacks curve, and there's just enough straights to get the brakes on. So that works quite nicely. This one's a tricky proposition. You've got to really spot your entrance curb or your apex curb on the inside. And again, swing it over to the left of the track. Miss the apex. All standard stuff. And then this one's a non-corner as such. It is going the right direction. Yeah, the curb on the right is not your braking marker for that corner. Just a mental note for anyone who wants to try that themselves in the Pro car. You have to brake earlier than that. That's one of those things, because when you're driving the circuit normally, when that curb comes up on the left hand side going into that hairpin, that's usually about where the braking point is. But because I'm going in the wrong direction, that habit is still there. So I instantly picked up on that was where I need to be braking. But that curb's not as long as the one on the other side of the corner, so see, it's one of those little things that is there to catch you out. That's fun as well, braking into there and then turning in, because the track kind of goes on a bit of an angle where you're supposed to be braking, so... Okay, this time we made turn 1, leave it out to the right. Yeah, that's fun through that. Great companion to the circuit as well, the M1. So tricky spotting that corner. Big snatch on the curb. So it doesn't take too long, a couple of laps and you're pretty much into the rhythm of it, and you can figure out what you're doing and where you're going. Okay, brake earlier than that curb. That's better. There's the apex we were looking for. Props for me even making the lap the wrong way. It's not too bad actually. This one's quite a straightforward circuit. There's no real dramas around here. If this is the only time you've ever seen Hockenheim, you could quite easily think that this is actually the way it's meant to be done. That's quite a cool corner now with that quick entrance. This is what you seem to find with these reverse circuits, is a lot of the corners, which were quite slow corners, have really fast entrances. Oh, I wimped out on the braking point into the final corner. Oh, I creased my M1. So about just under 1 minute 50 if I hadn't have thrown that into the wall. So yeah, that was fun. That's a good one. I quite like that actually. That flows really nicely. Tish, hello. How are you? Can you try the Red Bull ring? Yes, I can. I was looking at that one and I was thinking, yeah, that's one we're going to give it a go as well. In fact, let's go do that now, shall we? Let's go Red Bull ring, or Spielberg as it is in AMS2. Where has it gone? There it is. Here we go. Red Bull ring, what should we use around here? What shall we do? We'll do something interesting so we can, rather than just going around really slowly, because yeah, so that was going to be my final challenge, but yeah, I'll come on to that later. I'll come on to that later. Yeah, that could be fun. Okay, let's do some Formula Retro, because yeah, those are cool cars, aren't they? So we'll take the Brabham BT44. You normally run the historic Hockenheim, so yeah, that one wouldn't be too much different because obviously you've got the big long straights and then just chicane, so it's just alternating or just changing your rights for your lefts. But yeah, but that Grand Prix circuit worked really nicely. Actually, I was quite happy with that. Right, Mechanic Man says go this way. No sir, I'm going this way. Sorry. Come and stop me. Okay, so again we're going to be coming out on the inside of turn 1. We've got a retro Formula 1 car with cold tyres. So if we can survive this one, we'll be happy. Right, this is going to be quite a quick corner now, and again a quick corner feeding into a slightly slower one. Thankfully there's plenty of runoff on the outside. Okay, where is he going to stop? It just keeps going, that corner. Right, so again here we're going to be turning left, letting it run out to the right hand side of the track so we can get a line in on the inside there. Yes, everyone, you touched on exactly my thoughts regarding the Nordschleife. We'll share my thoughts a bit later on. Where's the corner? Ah, there it is. Well, that's tricky. Right, so first corner, well the last corner as we are here, we're going to be approaching it considerably quicker than we do normally, and it's downhill, and it's probably going to be blind as well. So I'm going to brake here. Oh, that's pretty tricky. Okay, so new turn 1 then, we've not driven it properly, so this is it. Normally quite a quick corner. Again, it's another one of those ones where the braking zone is kind of on an angle. So far so good, and obviously there's not an awful lot of corners on the Red Bull ring. However, it doesn't mean it's a simple drive. This one is just going to have to wait for it to come back to you before you can really commit to the power. And then again, going to brake in a straight line there, head towards the curb on the outside, turn in, feed the power in nicely. Not too bad so far. Tyre temperatures are coming up as well, so that's helping us. Now this corner, very tricky. Gonna need to be a bit braver in the braking zone there, I think, because we're still leaving a fair amount on the table, so we need to take a brave pill for that one. Same with this. Oh, just about got it stopped. Let's see if the timing screens... Yep, they figured themselves out now. We figured we're not going the normal way. It's good that the timing works in the reverse order, actually. That means I don't have to rely on my phone. Ooh, missed a shift. Yeah, the tyres are heating gradually. Oops, bit of over rotation into there then. But luckily there's a nice big AstroTurf runoff area on the inside to catch our mistakes. Right, be brave. A bit better. Not too bad actually. Not too bad at all. Uh-oh. Straight into the Pirelli boards. So again, if you hadn't seen any races at the Red Bull Ring, and that was the first time you'd seen the circuit, you could pretty much get away with thinking that that's how it actually is. So yeah, that's good. I'll have to try the historic one will probably be fairly similar, just quite sweeping curves as well, so not too bad. Right, what else have we got that we can jump into? Imola, what do you reckon? Let's go, let's do it. Right, what are we going to drive here? What suits Imola well? Just on a single seater. I was going to do Formula 3, but we can... Oh, you know what? Let's Caterham this. I reckon this could be fun. Caterham Superlight. Running the wrong way around Imola. What could possibly go wrong? At least we're not in the 620R, which could, yeah, completely end us. Okay. So the Superlight is nicely balanced. Good amount of power to lack of grip ratio. I don't know if it's paddle shift or not, I think it is. Right. Go left. Yeah, the GTEs will be coming out. We'll be bringing the GTEs out soon. Okay. So we're going to attack the hill to start off with. Okay. The drag up the hill is considerably harder from that slower speed than it is out of the hairpin, I reckon. Right. Now, braking hard for the chicane, which again, fairly standard. That's almost like a chicane at the Hungaroring, actually. That kind of angle. Now, Aqua Minerale then. Dropping down the hill somewhere. Not there. There. Oh, yeah, because you're going so much quicker into there as well, so you've got to really slam the anchors on. This should be a fairly quick corner up over the top of the hill. Keeping the inside tyre on the Italian flagged curb. That's actually quite an open corner. That's when you come from the opposite direction. That one seems really quite a tight corner, but that seemed like pretty much nothing. So, okay, downhill braking into the hairpin. Late apex, very late apex, and a slow exit, but we're okay. We're just sighting out first. Took it into the left. Fairly easy to get my head around so far. Through Max and Lewis's corner. Not that one, the other one. Somehow managed to keep it in a straight line. And up and over the line. Okay. Not too bad at all. Okay, braking point for the new turn 1. Cross skating down to 4th, then up to 3rd gear. Let's try and maintain some kind of speed up the hill. Sort of. You hit corners at very different speeds to how you would normally do, so that's what throws everything out of proportion in your brain. You're just trying to get your head around it. So, must slow it down more for Aqua Minerale and keep it over to the right hand side, sorry, the left hand side here. Even my left and right's getting confused. Okay. It's going to be flat through there. That's quite nice. Occasion's going up through the gears quicker than my brain can cope with it, with the added figuring out of the circuit. But again, you could see this working. Just when you see things like the Monza Rally Show, for example, and obviously the rally cars, and they're doing handbrake turns and so on, but they use sections of the Monza circuit in reverse, so it's interesting to see them going the wrong way. Ooh. So Imola's probably your best track, or Frankie, oop, 5th. So it makes sense in reverse. Yeah, you kind of, you can feel your way around quite well. There's nothing too surprising. Maxed out on the rev limiter in 6th. Okay, we'll go for another one. See if we can really attack the circuit. Yeah, so again, that's the slower one, so you got the faster one first, and then you think, oh yeah, I've got that one in the bag, and then you can really chuck it at the next one, but it's actually a slower corner, so you've got to scrub more speed off. Love this car, so good. Right, braking point into here. Oh, I've still not got that line. Because you just can't see the turning point, so you think, must be here, and you just turn in and it's not. A little bit more grass than I was caring to cut. Just a little pirouette, it's fine. As always, downhill braking points are very difficult to get right. There are buildings off track you've never seen before. You do see different things going the wrong way. Let's try and take this corner without showing it all over the sausage curbs. Okay, still dead, but not as bad. Okay, I mean that mural of Senna on the corner there, did you see that? It's so good. Totally missed that if you're going the right way. Okay, Imola, done. Check that one off. That was good as well. I'll tell you what, we need to have reverse versions. I know this isn't an arcade game where you have you have reverse versions of every track available, all these fancy tracks, you know, so and so normal and so and so reverse. But I don't know, some of these could be excellent additions. Right, what else have we got? Feel free also to get your suggestions in here of what you want to see us do. Let's have a look, what else have we got that could be fun? Okay, this one's going to be interesting. We're going to go with Interlagos because that's an anti-clockwise circuit normally, so this is going to be taken clockwise. And for this, obviously, we're going to go with some kind of Brazilian V8 because you just have to. So we'll go with the modern ones. Yeah, we'll go with one of these Interlagos. Yeah, feel free to get your suggestions in for whichever versions you want to see us do. And we're obviously saving a couple of special ones for later on. I'm sure you know which ones they are. Right. So an unusual turn of events where we would normally be going, in this stream at least, where we would be turning left because we're going the wrong way. This time, we turn right. Okay, don't ban me, but the Fusco at Bathurst. Yes, redemption for the Fusco. Yes, we'll do that. It's got to handle better going the wrong way. It's got to. I love how that's become a thing. Where am I going? Okay, right. Off track, bunch of run off, thankfully. Okay, so this is just the hairpin infield section, which is fairly straightforward to kind of get your head around. On this corner here, you're going to be increasing the speed downhill. Okay, could be tricky. Oh no, that's not the corner. I honestly thought that was the corner onto the straight, but it wasn't. Okay, chance to recalibrate the old brain. So this is going to be a fast right, probably with a dab of brakes because we've got the straight before it. So quick right-hander, hard on the brakes before we attack the hill. Okay, that kind of works. Now this first corner is just going to be, I don't know, because it keeps going through several different kind of radiuses all the way around here when you're going the right way around. So it's one. Ooh, I'm going to have to dab the brakes. Signs, no, not there. Here. Wow, okay. That's... That's a tricky first corner. I wouldn't want to be approaching that off the pole position in an important race. Fairly straightforward through here. Again, once you're trying to think you can take it much quicker than you actually can, but big slap of oversteer mid-corner and on the exit to finish it off. Right, this isn't the corner. Let's take this one flat out and see what happens. Oh, you can't quite. And again, it's one of those corners where you go in hot and then you've got to straighten the car up on the brakes and get it stopped for the actual corner. So, yeah, real challenge. So again here, double brakes just to try and settle the car going in. Keep it tight on the right hand side because you're braking and then turning left immediately and then up the hill to the right. Trying to get the power down over there is hard. Yeah, it's all good fun. Some sim racing chance you forget. Yeah, it's a shame, isn't it? But you know, we're just here to have fun, isn't it? That's the whole point. So we've got to have a laugh and a giggle, and it's good that you guys are along for the ride as well. Now, question for you guys: should there be some kind of Fusca merch in the works. Would you be interested? Because we're looking at redoing something along the lines of merch. So please let us know if you are interested in that kind of a thing. We'll have some amusing slogan on there to do with Fuscas, which is a bit of it's turned into a bit of an inside joke in the channel, but basically meaning that you can drive Group C monsters around Bathurst no problem, but when it comes to a 100 and something brake horsepower VW Beetle, you've just got no chance. Partly down to my inability to get it to stay on the confines of the circuit at Bathurst, but fun nonetheless. Okay, so I think we're kind of getting a bit of a handle on it, but I just want to do that turn 1 again because that's really twisted my brain. It's a bit better getting the power out of there. Just need to be a bit more gentle with my right foot. Right, here we go. So I'm going to try and keep it over to the left hand side as much as we can. I'm going to cut to the inside there. And then that's it. So you're braking on that apex curb as it is now to get it stopped for the corner. So there we go. We figured it out eventually. So even though we are driving it in a clockwise configuration, something does feel very odd about it though. I know we're driving in reverse obviously, but this is something that doesn't quite feel like I'm actually driving a clockwise circuit. There you go, a bit quicker through there then. There's a bit of curb on the inside, and again, brake in a straight line. Okay, now it's becoming more natural. The problem is now, obviously, I'm going to do all these circuits, I'm going to drive them in reverse, and I'm going to go around the circuits normally, and I'm going to be completely lost. I'm going to be all over the place. In fact, I actually prefer this section the wrong way around. That works really well. Yeah. I think that has. I think we'll do it. Alright. So an amazing 3 minutes 20 lap time, according to the timer, which didn't quite pick up our lap times properly, but that's fine. Okay. So that's into Lagos then in the wrong direction. Some tricky corners in there again. Turn 1, as it is now, especially. Very difficult. Right, okay. What do you reckon to Suzuka? Let's do it. Let's do it. What are we going to do this in? Have we got any... I don't know if we have any Japanese cars in here, do we? Trying to think. Don't know if we do, you know. Of course we do. We have the Mitsubishi, don't we? We'll use this. We'll use this. Right. Suzuka in reverse. Oh, sorry, not Suzuka. Kansai GP. Just so we get it right. Nemesis, this is in a 218.6. That's not what we're going to be doing it in. I can promise you that. Okay. No, I'm not going right. This way. Yeah, the Lancer. Here we go. So obviously our first corner this time is going to be somewhere around here. Turn. Oh, that's chicane. as a first corner. Ugh. Not a fan of that chicane at the best of times, but didn't as the first thing that we face. Okay, 130R in reverse. No real dramas there. And a fair old pace going down the hill towards Spoon Curve. In 6th gear. That's not the breaking point. Okay. So again, we should be flat out around here. This is left-hander, and then and then we've got to find some breaking point for the hairpin. No, it's not flat out. Well, that's a hard hit. I'm going to go back to the pit box, and we'll try that again. Okay, so Suzuka might not be as easy as we thought it would be. Because we've had quite an easy time of things so far with learning our circuits going in the wrong direction, but this could take a little bit more getting used to. It's not that right-handed, that one there, that's the one. Okay. 130R will be flat, except that's not where you turn in. Okay, must brake early this time, because we floated elegantly off the track. So we'll brake here. Okay, better start to the lap this time. Let's be aware that we can't go flat out around here, because it does tighten up. So we'll just stab the brakes there. And then start, turn. Haven't got enough lock to get around there. Okay, Degners then. We're going to be going from slower to quicker. It is a rally car, right? Right. Then come up here, pointing towards the big wheel, and we're going to be dropping off the top of the hill and turning right. This Lancer's not being kind to me at the moment. Right. Just trying to go too fast, that's the problem. Okay, turn 1 then, so again, slower to start off with, and then we should be able to pick up the pace through the second part. Okay. Now, getting it stopped in here for the chicane. So we know that there's a bit of a kink to the left before we actually get to the right-hander of the first part of the chicane. So we're going to have to get on the brakes there. If anything, it's much nicer that way. Kind of leads you into the chicane a little bit nicer. $30 fun, as always. Okay. There's some work to do in the Degnus and then the S's area. Oops, that could have been a late application of brakes, but no, we've got away with that. Okay. Not too bad so far. Okay, dab of brakes just to settle the car, keep it on the inside. More lock. Turn. That's difficult with a frozen left shoulder. Right, slow it down this time. Okay, over the top. Oh no! Again, taking too much speed in. Four-wheel drive, get me on the gravel, thank you. Not normally a second gear corner that one, but chuck it through the right. Okay, not too bad. So the Evo 5 is the most capable car I've ever had in real life. Oh, you've got an Evo 5, nice. Gliding around corners at 100 mph that family cars would struggle out at 60. Yes, no, they are super capable cars. Well, stuck to the road. Oh, no, it's not that one. Confused with the different chicane curb again. Okay, we're going to get a lap in here without running off the track, that's my aim. And then we can say we've conquered Suzuka in reverse. Okay, again, braking nice and early before the curb starts. Right, let's get ourselves neat and tidy through here. Right, a bit neater around the hairpin that time. Okay, now this is one of the corners that's been destroying our heads. It's so much slower, isn't it? Right, now here we go. This is the one. We gotta keep it over to the right. I think when you get that right, it's not too bad. It's just mind-bending. So in theory, these S's should get progressively quicker, as opposed to getting progressively slower. I love that final section. Nope, first gear. That's one sure way to bend some valves. There we go, target achieved. We've done a lap of Suzuka in reverse without falling off. I'm up and over the line for a cool minute, or 5 minutes and 4 seconds for a lap time, which, no, despite my lack of skill, that wasn't as long as that. There we go. So there we go. That's Suzuka, or Kansai, in reverse. What else have we got? Let's. I'm going to do this one because I'm curious about this one, about Laguna Seca, because I know obviously the corkscrew is going to be a challenge, but I think the other corners, I know there's going to be a lot of downhill stuff coming down here. That could be quite a fun combo. And just to throw something into the mix, we're going to go with the Ultima, just because I saw it and I thought, well, yeah, let's do it. So the Ultima then, massive power, very lively rear end. Laguna Seca, so our first corner now is a really tight right-hander, as opposed to a kind of a long, sweeping, but slow left-hander. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. Oh no, he's pointing me the wrong direction. Sorry, just going to do a quick spin around in pit lane. Yeah, quite rightly the mechanic guy ran away. That's a good idea. So even though we're going in reverse, you've still got to obey the pit lane speed limit rules, because you know you don't want to end up with a speeding fine. That's the last thing we need. We have enough problems as it is. Right. Ultima GTR at Laguna Seca. Reverse! And that's just not me backing it into corners. Okay, right. Uphill, we're attacking here. The corkscrew, launch it over the top. Oh, wow. You can actually see more of it going that way. Our favourite corner in the real world. Much nicer to go through this way. And again, downhill sweeper. Okay, we're going to be on the brakes early for this left-hander. This one's going to be a little bit slower. Now what's this last corner slash first corner going to be like here? Feed the power in. Okay, so first corner now being our last corner. Try not to hit the pit wall, that's a bit dangerous. Right, hard on the brakes. Clunk, there's the curb. Wow, okay. Replay required. I thought, oh, we'll attack the corkscrew. Let's just get ourselves around here again. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Cameras are all confused. Okay, we'll watch from here. Right. Going back up the hill. That corner's much nicer, going this direction. And up the corkscrew. Lift off. Okay, so maybe we take the corkscrew a little bit slower. I think we shall. Right. What's the Brazilian track with a fun drop-off chicane? Not Santa Cruz, is it? Or Londrina. Londrina, I think that's the one. Poorest excuse of a spin turn ever. Don't mind me, just do a 3-point turn in the pit lane. Yeah, Londrina could be interesting. Maybe we'll give that a go. We'll go there next. But I'm actually really liking Laguna Seca in reverse. I don't know about you guys, but I know we've just taken off at the corkscrew, but it's partly down to my own ambition. That's very much like the normal turn 4, the one up the hill in the right direction. Ah, yes. The corkscrew in reverse is amazing. Okay. Downhill again. This thing's got quite a lot more turning than I'm giving it credit for. It's super pointy. So I can afford to turn in a little bit later, because it will just grip and go. There's a sausage curb. Yeah, Londrina, that's the one. We'll give that a go next. This is really cool, actually. I'm enjoying this one. I'd have to put some kind of tyre stack on the end of that concrete wall there, but other than that... That's the thing with the goodness sake of those big curves. Right. Let's not take off this time. Gonna have to get that one right. you need an unconventional downforce package, yeah, like almost 4 times the downforce required. Okay. Once again, we're going to try and get ourselves a lap in, which is completely clean. Flaps and air brakes. Flaps down going up into a corkscrew next time round, please. We've got the team radio. Want to use all the track there, why not? Also a big shout out to the Ultimate, because this thing is absolutely mega. Good fun to drive, even with its funny shaped steering wheel. Love it. Absolutely love it. It's a little wide, but I'll allow it. Yes, Logitech works beautifully in reverse. Very, very fun. Very good. Right. Londrina then. Let's go down there. Cars. What are we going to do with that one? Oops. Select Londrina first. Where are you? There you are. We'll run... Tell you what, we'll run the short version because I'm not a fan of it in the right direction, so maybe it's nice in the wrong direction. We'll see. Only that section. I like the rest of the Londrina circuit. Just that shorter first corner doesn't really do it much for me. So let's go again. Something Brazilian. We'll go with the. Actually, no. Tell you what. Let's run the Omega, shall we? So the Ultima was the first car you took to an MS2. I can't read the next bit because it's covering my text. Hang on. Oh, you went back to it recently and was not disappointed. Yes. Yep. No, definitely. It's really, really good, isn't it? It's a fun car to drive. Right. Desperately wants me to go that way, but I'm not going to. Ooh. The pit lane exit's a little bit slow. Maybe almost as challenging as the circuit itself. And we made it on track. Okay. So again, slowish corner. This should be fairly quick. Uphill here. Down the straight to our flying chicane. Let's see if we have some more airborne moments. Okay, we have to brake quite hard for this one. It's a lot tamer in the reverse. And I forgot there's a hairpin right there. Oh yeah, this way. So many curves, I didn't know which one I was supposed to be aiming for. Okay. So, flat out over the start-finish line. This is going to be another downhill braking point. I'm going to have to brake reasonably early here. Got a slow corner. Big sideways moment coming out of there. This thing likes to go sideways as well. Pick up the speed gradually through there. Yeah, so you don't get the lift off obviously coming down the hill as you would normally do for this next chicane, but okay, now I got a bit better that time through. It's kind of fun just trying to get the car up over that curb on the right hand side. Apart from my over-enthusiastic right foot, that chicane is much better in reverse than it is going in the right direction. Now I've got to remember this car doesn't like using low gears because it's geared funny, so we'll use third through here. Might use second here. Nope, still revving itself to death. Back up to third. Okay, right. Let's try something else. Alright, not too bad. Not as good as it is the right way around, that one, I'm going to say. That chicane, the first last chicane is better. But in general, I prefer Londrina the right way around. Okay. Let's go with Silverstone then. So we're going to go Silverstone Grand Prix, and we will jump into the Formula Ultimate for this one, I reckon. Just have the British Grand Prix, so we'll have as close as we can on AMS2, but obviously with a twist. So we'll see how this goes. Now, there were plans originally when they were looking at what they could do to shake up the Formula 1 calendar. With the changes because of COVID, obviously there were limited options for F1 to put races on, so they were looking to do double headers at certain places. And one of the ideas for Silverstone's double header, which they had last year, was to run one of the races in reverse. Now I know there were some official videos that were put out showing what it would be like driving Silverstone in reverse, but we're going to go experience it firsthand anyway. So here we go then, in the Formula Ultimate. It's a shame that it didn't come to fruition, but there are reasons for it, obviously, safety being one of them. So, coming out of the inside of Club Corner, there's our line, there it is. Up towards Stowe, this time going left somewhere. Here it is, right. Down the hanger straight towards the Porsche Centre on the right hand side, and then we have Maggots and Beckett's in reverse, which again in theory should get quicker as we go. Max corner. not quite flat, unless I'm a bit more aggressive with the turn-in. Woodcut, again, non-corner. This is where things get a little bit interesting, because you're coming from very high speed into Luffield. Brooklands, again, opens up to the Wellington Straight. And then we're going to have a very fast right-hander at the top here before we get hard on the brakes into the first of the two hairpin corners. Through Farm and Vale. Again, flat out. It's quite fun. Okay, club corner then, in the opposite direction. Those curbs. Right. Stow's pretty mad, isn't it? Okay. The problem here is obviously so many gears involved. No, it's not that fast. Okay. I'm going to try and do cops flat out again, but this time be more aggressive on the steering. Oh, it's not far off, but probably just a bit of a lift. The Luffield and Brooklyn section is not too bad in reverse. Okay, down a gear. I prefer those two corners in reverse too, actually. Wasn't paying attention. Right, how fast can we take club corner? Flat out, obviously. Oh, no. No, just because you can take club corner flat out doesn't mean you can take everything flat out. Let's get back to reality a little bit here, shall we? I know this thing's ridiculous, but ooh. Snap of oversteer. Right, a bit of a lift. Yeah, it's better. It actually feels like a much quicker circuit going this direction. Which is possibly why they didn't do it in real life, because it's probably just a little bit too quick. Okay, flat out through here. Yeah, brakes aren't that good. Right, let's do this again, but better. Flat out. Keep it pinned. Stay off those curbs, for goodness sake. Right. Double brakes for Stowe, down a couple of gears. And then back on the power, that's better. Front right tyres wearing pretty quickly, as you'd expect. Double brakes, down a couple of gears. And hard on the power once again. Oh, that's so quick. Yeah, bit wobbly through there. Alright, this time we need to be on the brakes quicker and earlier, because we're going to be flat out around there. That's better. So there we go, Silverstone Grand Prix in reverse. Completely bonkers. Especially if you can't keep off that curb. Alright, so that's that one done. What else we got? No, not that one. Tracks we want. Okay. So what else? I was looking at this earlier and I think you got Daytona Road, sorry, the Daytona Road course. But either way, it'll just feel like a roval because you still got the same kind of corners. It's almost symmetrical. It's just there's no real difference, I don't think. So we won't bother too much with that. What should we do? What have we got? Montreal could be an interesting one. Let's try that. This time we shall use the F3 car. Respect the sausage no matter which way that you roll. Yes. Yeah, if I keep slamming into those sausage curves, I'll definitely be rolling if I'm in the right type of car for it anyway. But, yeah, Silverstone's good. I mean, I think that there wouldn't have been an awful lot of opportunity for overtaking if they were running it that way in F1. Not that there's an awful lot of opportunity for overtaking normally anyway, unless you got DRS, but, yeah, so not too bad in reverse. Bit hectic, but all good. Right. Montreal, one of my favourite tracks to drive actually in the Formula 1 calendar. There's always many laps going around here. So yeah, that's not the breaking point. We're not in the Formula Ultima now, that's ruined me. Remember, this thing doesn't have as much downforce or grip. So first of the chicanes coming up. Braking around here maybe. And again, fast into a slower section. So here we're going to be going left quite tightly, and then into an even tighter one. That's right, because it does get quicker the more you go through that corner. Right, this is going to be flat out again. Oh, there's a curve to aim for. And then downhill braking into this tight left. Oh, that's a tricky one. And that should be just a corner to nothing. You just keep the power on through there. So then, our new first corner is the chicane. The Wall of Champions is taken out of the equation. Don't need to worry about that anymore. Just the one on the other side. That one. New Wall of Champions. And it's claimed me, even though I'm not a champion. Let's try that again. Yes, I know I didn't bother with with the speed limit then. Slap my own wrist for that. Just a view you're more familiar with looking down that way, but not today. Okay, brake earlier. Tricky braking into there because of that little kink right. Okay, so remember this one's going to tighten up as we go through it. Same with this one, so we're going to have to get it slowed down even more after we go around this first left-hander. This next bit's just terrifying because you come around here absolutely flat out and then all of a sudden corner. Okay, and again downhill. Still have to balance the throttle a little bit through there just because it's trying to get the power down. The rear end's spinning up on me all the way through there. Right. Take the chicane a bit slower. Treat it with a bit more respect. Still the wall. Wouldn't want that as my first corner either. I mean, the first corner of Montreal has enough drama as it is without it being a chicane like that. Okay, this time braking before the kink right. Open up the corner a little bit going into there. Okay, braking just after that board on the left. Yeah. So I would say that I know we're so familiar with the Montreal circuit as it is. I don't think it works particularly well in reverse. Doesn't have that same kind of flow to it. Try the chicane one more time and then we'll jump onto another one. Better. Alright, that's Montreal. Okay, I think I know what time it is. Do you know what time it is? Because I know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Fusca time. Let's go with it. We're doing Bathurst in its arch nemesis, the VW Beetle. Never has there been a more fearsome matchup than this circuit and this car. Just the very name just strikes fear into the hearts of man. Well, it does to this man anyway. Okay, Bathurst in the Beetle in reverse. Could it be revenge of the Fusca? Could it get back to Bathurst and not cause absolute chaos? Will we be able to get a lap in without hitting the wall or spinning? If I don't make it back, please tell my family I love them. Here we go. It's already trying to kill us and we haven't even got out of the pit lane. Yeah, it's uphill all the way from here. Get through the chase the wrong direction. It strikes! It strikes already! It's just one of those things. You just can't tame it. It's just an untamable beast. It's just got too much power for its own good. You just can't you can't keep control of the thing. Right, let's go up this hill. Do we even brake going into the forest elbow, I wonder? Yeah, I think we better should. Here we go then. The opposite of turn 2. but still going the same direction. Okay. We might have to redo Bathurst in another car as well, just to kind of give it its due. But for the sake of getting some closure, we need to tame it with this thing. Oh no! It doesn't like it. It doesn't like going uphill. Right, we have reached the highest point. It's all downhill, which you'd be glad to know is where the Fusca really comes unstuck, because it hasn't already. Alright, where am I going? Down towards Chicote's corner. Okay, it's all under control. It's all under control. Thank you, wall. Drifting through the cutting, and the wall will come to my rescue once again. Racing on pinball. Yes. I'm just gonna say yes. Not third gear. Oop. So our challenge throughout the rest of this evening, well, for the most of this evening, has just been to set a lap time, or not a lap time as such, but a lap without going off track. I think we could very well be going around Bathurst for the rest of the evening, because just trying to keep this thing in a straight line around here is not easy. Okay, and of course we've got no tyre temps as well, even though I've done all this spinning to try and get some tyre temperatures in, it's not worked. And we've only got 4 gears. Right, down to Hell Corner. Second gear, revving the thing to death. Okay, that corner we can handle. We've got that one down. So again, first corner, not too dissimilar to the actual first corner at Bathurst, just with more revs. Okay. And then again we have a crest as we come up over the hill here. Except this time we've got to do a bit of churning before we get to the top of the hill. So into the chase. Let's try and coax it through. Okay. Alright, we'll take that. And now we sit and wait until we get to the forest elbow at some point. Conquer the mountain, yes, but not in this. You cannot conquer the mountain in this. Right, getting closer now. See, our tyres are cooling off so much on the straight that it doesn't matter if we warm them up beforehand. Okay, hard on the brakes for the elbow. Gentle on the throttle, even though we're trying to maintain momentum up the hill, coming up towards the dipper. Except this is the riser. I'm going to rename it because it's no longer dipping. Okay, so far so good, but we are still yet to come downhill. Okay, nice and neat over the top here at Reed Park. Don't need to worry about the grate on the dip at the bottom down here, other than to aim for it going the opposite direction. Okay, not bad. Okay, right, let's start to ease off a little bit here. And again, keep it over to the left. The car's trying to get away from me. Not second gear. Okay, we're looking good. Just one more downhill corner to go. And we did it. This is where you throw it off at the final corner. Can we conquer the mountain in the Fusca? I'm not going to change the fifth, don't even consider it. Wiper blades flapping away in the breeze. Just going to leave it in third here. And we've done it. We've managed to do a lap of Bathurst in reverse. In the most deadly car in the entire sim. Okay. Redemption! Let's take it up a notch a little bit with Bathurst, because we didn't really give it a chance, because normally you'd be going around there at a much quicker pace. So the Corkscrew has done its job for the evening, thank you very much. Let's go Bathurst 12-hour style. And we're going to take the Merc out around Mount Panorama and see how it goes. Sometimes you just got to revisit those old demons that you have, like the Corkscrew at Bathurst, and just to prove to yourself that you can do it. But, yeah, so something about it, is whether it's the narrow track or the rear diff or something about it, just doesn't like downhill stuff or uphill stuff. Never doubted you for a moment. Thanks, Frankie. I appreciate the confidence in me. Oh, okay. I'll put the speed limiter on. Aggressive sounding limiter on the Merc. So this time we're going to be going around Mount Panorama at a significantly higher pace. And hopefully with less pirouettes. Oh, I still love the sound of this thing. The chase isn't anywhere near as dramatic anymore because you're just not approaching from the same speed. So that's taken that element of fun out of the circuit, but let's see how it goes over the top of the hill. The downhill section this way around is significantly less fearsome, so keep it flat around there. And we attack the hill. I wonder whether they do a full actual hill climb event at Bathurst, because going that way up might be quite a good hill climb. Just didn't keep it over to the right going into there. That's a very tricky one going in the wrong direction. But in general, it feels quite a lot tamer. I know it's still undulating and it's still got the same kind of corners with the walls in close proximity, but it doesn't feel quite as, I don't know, unstable. I'll go for another flying lap and see what it's like, but I think the big thrill or the scary part of Bathurst is obviously coming down the other side of Skyline, coming down the hill through the S's and the Dipper and all the way down to Forest Elbow, and the twisty nature of it all whilst trying to keep it in check coming downhill. But because you're going uphill and everything's that little bit more under control because you've got gravity pulling you back, it doesn't feel quite as challenging in a way. Hey Ian, yes, we're at Bathurst. If you could spot the circuit going this direction, but yes, we are at Bathurst in the Mercedes, which barely even gets into 6th gear, going up the hill. Still got to get the brakes on into there. Here we go. Up to the riser. Woo. Not the Dipper, of course. Really? Is it reversed? Yeah. This section here, a bit too much curb, but yeah, this section here is just different, I think. And I got to remember to slow it down a lot more here because I don't want to wash out into the wall. This is just like the elbow, but the opposite direction. Okay. Keep it nice and wide and cut in for a late apex through the penultimate corner, of course. It's already scary enough in the original. Oh, it's alright. It's not too bad, as I say. It's probably actually less scary driving this direction. Of course, we have the very capable Mercedes GT3 underneath us, so we can have plenty of confidence as we attack the mountain. But yeah, definitely nowhere near as scary. Here we go. Get it into the... That's what happens when you try and pick up the pace a little bit more. It starts to catch you out. You spin almost every time here. Yeah, it's a tricky track, it really is. When you're trying to extract absolutely everything out of the circuit, finding those extra tenths or two around here, or even just trying to drive it in the Fusco, it's just hard going, you know. Okay, into 6th gear, hard on the brakes, get the car sort of tucked in, bit of a bounce as we go over the crest there. Right, let's get it stopped safely this time. Oh, the wall came out at me. Honest, it was the wall moving, not me. Almost. I reckon you could take that flat out through there if I was braver. Quick through there. Over to the right. Lock it down a gear. Power back on again. Dab of brakes, keep it over to the left. Lock up in the braking zone for the cutting. Okay, it's starting to come alive a bit more now that we're pushing on. So I am going to do another one just because this is absolutely mega. You always use the Merc as well, Iron? Yeah. It's just the noise, you just can't get away from it, it's just so good. Very, very cool. Right, let's go for one more then. Timer's still running. Okay. Down a gear. And one more. Bit wobbly into there. Have a bit of a break going up the hill, up Conrod Straight, not down Conrod Straight, going up Conrod Straight. Gravity not allowing 6th gear. Better line into there, that's better. Wall. So let's take it flat out this time. No lifting. Easy. Very easy. Right, flat out around here as well. Yes! Over to the right. Down a gear. 2 gears. Power back on again. Yeah, front left's feeling the pain, that's for sure. I'm actually liking this in reverse now. I know I said it was lacking some of the challenge, but the downhill section is just different, and that's that's probably where I'm feeling it's just missing something, but it's just different. But it's still very quick, and you can still really make or break a lap going through there. Those speeds. The last corner is still the last corner, and it's just as difficult and easy to lock up and ruin a lap. So there we go. That's Bathurst in reverse in the Mercedes GT3. Considerably easier than the Fusca, I will admit. But then it has got downforce and slicks and all that kind of goodness, so it should be. Very good. Enjoy that one. Right. Okay, we are going to do it. I wasn't sure whether we would, but we are going to do it. We're going to do Monaco in reverse, and for this we need something suitable. So that's why we're going to go in a GT1 McLaren F1. Because, yeah, why not? Yeah, that's true. The Fusca did get me warmed up. That's right. Yeah, it's got my eye in that way. Knew all the little nuances of the track, where it was going to catch me out. That thing, honestly. Right. Tight confines. Monstrous 90s GT car. Hang on. No, wrong way. Just knock off some paintwork. Right, okay. Go this way. To the back. To back, sorry. Fast through the swimming pool section. Keep it over to the left. Okay, into the chicane then. Again, probably a little bit more manageable than going the right direction. Through the tunnel we go, in the V12. Then hard on the brakes for this left-hander. Up towards the hairpin. If I can even make it there. First gear. Very difficult to spot the corners. It's Casino Square. It's a late corner turn in there. And then flat out down the hill. Turn 1, or the last corner. You think I'm going to end up in Switzerland? Yeah, probably. Right, thread the needle through here. Somewhere. Where is it? Ah! That way. Oh, too quick into there. Right, okay. Into the chicane. Missed that sharp piece of elbow. Armco barrier on the outside. Didn't want to take that flat. Because I'm a wimp. Slipping the clutch to get through the hairpin. Try and turn in as late as we dare to the Casino Square corner. Wait. And then release the V12. Pull the gears. And pick a spot to brake. About there, maybe. This first corner is just insane. You just can't see a thing. because the barriers blend into one. Oh, that's mad. That is insane. Yes, so for those watching and wondering whether Monaco is better in reverse than it is in the regular orientation, yeah, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. Okay. Next. What should we do next? I reckon for a bit of fun, can you imagine what it's going to be like going down the mountain at Cadwell Park? Let's do it. We'll probably better do this in a slightly more sensible vehicular device. We'll do. And with that said, we're just going to go in a P1. Janetta, let's go! This thing's probably too long for some of the corners around here, but we'll try it anyway. What have we got to lose? Okay, so we're going to start off with the woodland section rather than the open section. I can't even get out of pit lane here. I have to go the right direction for a brief moment. Pit lane here at Cadwell is incredibly tight. Quick spin turn, and now we can actually get out. You don't like Monaco at all? Yeah, not to everyone's taste. So, naturally, LMP1 cars and Cadwell Park, the perfect mixture of lack of vision, speed, floppy markers, and just pure chaos. Right, so this is the bottom of the mountain. There's a track out there somewhere, I promise. That's the motorcycle circuit, don't want to go that way. Right, the fast chicane up the hill. Still just as challenging. Where's the corner here? Okay. And then we can finally unleash the V8 in the back of the Ginetta. We do need to make sure we make it through this long left-hander. Oh, I don't know where I'm going. And then this fast right-hand downhill for the final corner. That was fun through there. Right. Up and over the line, braking hard uphill. Into one of the slowest corners on the circuit. Somewhere around here where there's might be some floppy markers left. Now remember, aim to the middle of the mountain. There it is. Okay, so far not too bad. It's just this section here which just kind of goes... What gave me the impression that that was going to be flat out? I know I'm in a prototype car with lots of downforce. What possessed me to go through that corner completely wide open throttle? We'll never know. Come on, let's find some tarmac. There it is. So probably not the fairest opportunity to give Cadwell Park to see whether the reverse direction works. But it's a challenge. We've got to do these things. Right, we'll do one more lap and try and keep it on the tarmac. Get the launch out of there is not easy. Speaking of launch, oh hello. Come on, I can't see where I'm going at the best of times without having a corner marker on my window. Okay, so we can also check Cadwell Park off on the list of circuits, which doesn't really work in reverse. Mad, but doesn't work. Okay. So, what have we got? Maybe Alton Park. Let's see what that's like. Keeping up with our theme of utter madness, let's take it in the supercar. So this shouldn't be so fast that it is out of control. It should still be relatively straightforward. Is the plan? So Lodge Corner is going to be our new first corner, but first you've got to go down and up Deer Leap the other side. So let's see how we go. John Lider 747 as a grass glider strip. Yeah, it didn't really work, that did it? Okay, Druid's Corner. Now a fast double apex left-hander as we plunge down Clay Hill. Left off at the top of Clay Hill, down towards Knickerbrook. No, it's not the old version. Completely missed the chicane. Up Mount Everest. Right. Let's try again. Up and over Hilltop, down towards the Britain chicane. Fairly straightforward, up towards Shadowall's Hairpin. Again, fairly straightforward, just in the opposite direction. Highland Bend is absolutely flat out this time. Down Lakeside straight up towards Cascades we go. Again, this time we're going to be attacking uphill. Doesn't mean you can throw everything at it. You still have to have an element of restraint, so you actually have to touch the brakes, you know, that kind of thing. Old Tor Corner. Here we go. Dip in the middle of it. Rising on the exit. Okay. Down Deer Leap and braking at the bottom. Kart's going all over the place, trying to get into Lodge Corner. Probably a bit too quick. Brake a little bit earlier than that, I reckon. This time we're going to try and make the Knickerbrook chicane after we've negotiated Druid safely, which we've done. More airborne action over the top of Clay Hill. Oh, hard on the brakes. Still not hard enough on the brakes. Just let me get on the track. Right. Nope. I'm trying too hard now. I'm trying to go too fast. Need to just slow it down, stop being a hero, and just try and get some sort of normality into this lap. Okay, this time we're going to make Cascades. We have to slow it down. So braking on the curb. That's better. Whoop, off that curb. Up the avenue, not down the avenue, into Old Hall. Difficult to get the cart into there then. Okay, brake earlier. Oh wow. Just chucking it in there backwards. So good. Right. Oh, and again, rear end coming out. Now we're cooking. Right. Must brake even earlier this time. Big bump on the apex there, which kind of, in the kart at least, makes you take off and push off to the right hand side of the circuit. Oh, that's a view I'm familiar with. But no, we're not doing that. I was so desperate to make that corner with the sausage curb that... Oh yeah, I just didn't. Luckily our man is wearing a hands device and we can carry on because his neck is fine. After our little roly-poly moment. Shame, because the lap was going quite nicely up until that point. We actually had it reasonably under control for a supercar going backwards at Alton. Okay. So aside from the little characteristics of driving this thing, what's the Alton Park circuit like in reverse? I quite like it actually. The first corner's a bit mad, but in general it works quite nicely. Okay, that's good. Now I need to screw off more speed this time. Without going sideways. Towards Cascades we go once again. Which again, it's not really cascading, it's more climbing rather than falling. Old Hall is pretty fun. Yeah, under control might be a stretch. Yeah, no, you're right. Who am I kidding? Oh dear. Oop. I'm trying to go off and see the marshals. Right, that's enough of that. Oh, that's silly. Alton Park in reverse. Yeah, no, I can see that. I can lobby for that. Maybe not in a supercar, but in something a bit more sensible, possibly. But yeah, enjoyed that. Right. I reckon a couple more. So there's two that I really want to do. So we're going to take on Spa in reverse, and we are going to bring out the GTEs because Spa and GTE just work so nicely. Not that we're going to go GT3, which is what is racing at Spa in the iRacing 24-hour, but we're going to use GTE. There's the BM. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Just purely for noise sake. So things to look out for here. So our new first corner is going to be the bus stop. Blanchiment, is it still going to be just as fast? Pouhon, is it going to be just as fast? What's Les Combes going to be like in reverse? But of course, the main question is Eau Rouge and Radion. What are they going to be like going downhill rather than uphill? Those are the questions we seek to find as we take the Porsche 911 RSR against the marshal's will and out the wrong way in pit lane. Listen to it. Okay, so we're down the bus stop. Blanchiment, no problem. The run up to Blanchiment, again, a non-corner. But now we're flying flat out in 6th gear towards Curve Paul Frere, somewhere around here. It's not too bad, and then we're going to slow it down for this left-hander. Up towards the Piff Path, going in the same way, right and then left. Left's a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. Right, Pouhon. This time we're going up the hill. I have to slow it down for the right-hander there, because that's the tighter of the two. Again, the brain tweaks now as to what we need to do. Right, corner with no name. It's still quite a quick corner uphill into Rivage. Late entrance into there. Yeah, anything's fun in the 911. Up to Les Combes. And then slow it down for the right and the left. That's quite nice actually through there. And then we're heading down the Kemmel Straight. Now you look at it this way. You don't, when you're driving Kemmel Straight normally, it doesn't feel or look like you're going uphill. But when you're driving it this way, it certainly does look like you're going downhill. And this is it then. Eau Rouge and Radion, flat out. No! That's one way to slow your car down, but not the most pleasant. Yes, so we have solved the idea of whether you can take Eau Rouge and Radion flat out in the wrong direction, because truth is, you can't. Not on an RSR anyway. Maybe in... Phil, pay attention. Not on a RSR, maybe in a Fusca. But then you are going downhill and it doesn't like that. Okay, let's try again. So, I know we've only just done one outlap, but it does feel quite nice to drive around here in the wrong direction. So again, this is going to be a line up there, pointed towards the curb on the right, and chuck it into Curve Paul Frere, let it run wide, hard on the brakes as it tightens up, power back on again. Now remember that this next left does tighten up, and we'll go on for a bit longer. There we go. Yeah, need more downforce. Where's my Formula Ultimate? So the first part of Pouhon, flat out. A little bit of a brake and a downshift just to get the second part right, which is nice. Down a couple of gears into the corner with no name, all over that curb on the inside. Again, we're really attacking because we're going uphill here. Bring it over to the left, and then flick it over to the left again for the exit. I like Les Combes in the reverse direction actually, that's really cool. Right. Bit more restraint this time, shall we? So we're going to dab the brakes, That's pretty good. Up to the source. Again, trying to keep it over to the right. Now let's check out our new first corner from a flying start. Okay, not too bad. But yeah, I really think this is quite, quite raceable in a way. Not a great deal that feels unnatural or awkward. Apart from maybe Eau Rouge, which is just bizarre because you're so used to going uphill there, but you could get around it. You just have to be a little bit careful going in there. But this section is all very much familiar and as you'd expect it to be. Yeah, I'm going to get the line and the pace right through there. Yeah, it probably will feel considerably better. P1's nicer as well. Just because of that confidence you can get when you're going up the hill. A little bit slow through that time. Don't know why I didn't take that as quick as I normally would do, but it's alright. It's safe. Right, let's see if we can get this right this time. I think it's not much of a lift or a dab of brakes. Get over there. Yeah, see that's that's more like it. You know, it might be flat, it's just that I turned it at the wrong point, hence why I was fed off into the wall. Okay, for this lap we'll try and go flat out, and we'll see if we survive. Bus stop's nicer downhill. But don't race circuits look different in reverse though? It's just, as we were saying at the start, you see things which you wouldn't normally see. Different views of the circuit. I do love that, it really sweeps through there really nicely. Forgot how long that corner was. That curve on the inside is going to pull me onto the grass. Okay, just trying to build up the courage now. We're getting closer to Eau Rouge and we need to go flat through there. Nope. Okay. I've just been short shifting all this time. I've got so many extra revs at my disposal. Okay, flat out. Let's get the line right. Over that curb. I reckon you could do it. I was still wider than Mark going in there. But I reckon you could do that flat out. Spa-Francorchamps in reverse. Yes. That was great. I actually really liked that. Almost forgotten what going around the right direction feels like. That was really cool. Right. There's plenty more tracks on Automobilista 2, which obviously we could jump into and drive in reverse. However, there is one final one which I want to do this evening. Yeah, there's no nice way of addressing this. We're going to go to the Nordschleife. So, what I was going to say at the start of the stream about this, so the Nordschleife is one of those tracks. Obviously, all the other circuits we've driven this evening have been shorter, obviously, and less corners to worry about. And you can pretty much piece together what's coming next and how it's going to look. And, you know, it's just going to be reasonably straightforward to kind of get your head around within a lap or two. The Nordschleife, because it's so long, unless you're an absolute expert and drive lap after lap around here, which I don't, I'm going to admit I don't. I have a reasonable idea of where I'm going, but yeah, when it comes to throwing it the opposite direction, has anyone got a map or or a compass or something just to kind of help in this situation? Baraka, yeah, imagine the Nordschleife. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And of course, just to make it that much easier, we're going to go in the Porsche 962. Sorry, can I actually get out this way? That's the question. Underpowered easy. Or should I have gone with the Mercedes? Right, okay. We're out on the Nordschleife. And to break us in gently, we have a nice straight section ahead of us. The good thing about this is that at least my least knowledgeable section of the Nordschleife is coming up first, so we can kind of sweep that out the way, and then I might have a bit more of an understanding of where we go next. Any 6th gear? No, just 5 gears in this, of course. Only 300 kilometers an hour. Somewhere along here we're going to have to go left, up and over the top. Ah! Okay, first off, how many more coming around this lap? So we're mini carousel now, going in the right hand direction, so we're going to be swinging around to the right here. Okay, this is the really quick little chicane section. Not that I'm going to take it that quick, because I don't know where I'm going. This is a jump at the top of the hill. Followed by a right and a left. Okay, another jump. Okay. This kind of goes around to the right again, I believe. And then we drop off. Coming up towards YouTube corner. Know this one a little bit. This is the kind of snaking S-bend section here, which normally is obviously downhill, but now we're going uphill. Oh no! Stop! 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 Didn't hit the wall. Oh, I would have if I'd not found reverse then. Okay, normally you'd be all over that curb and that one, but right now it's my least of my concerns. I'm almost having to drive this like I would a rally stage without the pace notes. Just going to drive by what you see and where the tree line heads towards you, like you're doing Targa rallying. Oh, it's the carousel. Here it is. Okay, so another fast section coming up now. After this left-hander. We're going to be going downhill because this normally is all uphill. So it's going to be even faster. This is going to be a bit of a lift through there. Okay, right. Tyres are warm now. Yep, no excuses. Oh, wow. It's fast. So there's going to be a left-hander at the bottom of here any moment now. Aim for the house. Okay. I remember. Oh yes, this is really going to go steeply downhill, going to go towards the bridge. Just about remember that in time. This is going to be going around to the left. Oh no, it's this tight section first, then it's the left. There's probably several Nordschleifer experts at home saying, that's not what's coming next. Do that fast chicane, and then we're going to have a tight left. And then this is going to... Ooh, no. No, that's another off. Right, so these are the two fast... what's normally left-handers. Okay, up towards the tight section now. Tighter than that. And then we can start to add a little bit more power as we come out of here. To the dip at the bottom of the hill. And then we're climbing back up towards the bridge corner, which I'm not familiar with the names of a lot of these corners. It's flat through there, under the bridge. And again, we're able to attack that a little bit more. Ooh, there we go. Stop it! Get on the track. Aim for the house. Homeowner's worst nightmare to hear from a race driver. Yeah. Well, you got to have reference points. I might need all the reference points I can get around here. So this is Flugplatz, but in reverse. Yep. If I'd taken that at any kind of speed, it would still be a takeoff point. Right. Okay. Into... I was going to say familiar territory then, but not this way. Okay, this is going to be a quickish uphill left. Then slower. Up and over the line, and then there's a corner going left here somewhere. That's very tight. Okay, so we've got around our lap. Really crashed twice. I'm not going to count the spin as a crash. So that's not too bad. It was very timid and all over the place, but we survived. But how different does that look going in the opposite direction? Unreal. So if you don't know your way going around the Nordschleifer anyway, going around the opposite direction makes little difference, really. You still don't know where you're going. Right. On the brakes. It's going to tighten up, remember? Just about there. No, here. That's where we went off the first time. I didn't learn, but then I have had several miles of trying to figure out where on earth I'm going. Oh, that's so quick. Oh, take off over there. Sorry, just trying to concentrate a little bit here so I don't bin it again. Right, so this is our twisty section coming up. Whoop, whoop, there we go. Okay. Right. Tight section. Right. Okay. Carousel, this time we're going to make it. There we are, dip into the banking. Yes, we stuck the carousel. Okay, it's a tight section here. Unleash the beast once more. Damn brakes to settle the car. And back on the power again. Here we go. You know I like to joke, but I think you've done really well tonight. Impressed. Oh, thanks, Frankie. I appreciate that. It's gone alright. We survived. There's our house. It's been fun trying to learn these circuits going in the wrong direction. I hope you've enjoyed watching this because, you know, it's not your average sim racing content. It's a bit different. But we like to have fun here at Sim Racing Bible, so why not try something a little bit different? Now remember, this is the tight section, not the fast lift as I was expecting it to be. So there we go. We're learning. Oop. Trying to get the power down up the hill in a big turbo monster, not easy. Through the tight flick. That's a lot tighter than you expect it to be. Get off the grass. There we go. Then we're going to keep it pinned all the way up the hill. Ride the curbs. Try and be a bit braver through fluke plats this time. See if we can catch some air going down the hill the other side. There's that grass I was on last time. Oof. Okay. I just don't know. You don't want to keep it pinned if you really can't do it. Here we go. No. Downforce helped me out. Oh, I had some wheel lift there though. It's all starting to come together almost, it feels. Oh, just missed the impaling wall. Thanks, Baraka, I appreciate that. It's a bit of an animal, this thing, especially if you don't know where you're going, but it's actually quite a tameable animal. Like I said, you know, Group C cars, no problem. VW Beetles, no chance. So there we go. So that's a couple of laps of the Nordschleife in reverse. So yeah, really hope you enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing this just to see what it's like. I mean, there's some good combos out there. I mean, there's some nice surprises, some which don't work quite so well, but definitely love Laguna Seca in reverse. That's fabulous. Bathurst in reverse is actually a lot of fun as well. Very different challenge to what it is normally. Nordschleife in reverse is just as wild as it is going forwards. Silverstone in reverse is quick. Alton Park in reverse would work. Cadwell just wouldn't. But yeah, lots and lots of fun. So if you have enjoyed the videos and the stream that we're doing, please do give it a thumbs up and share the love that way. It would be really great, and really appreciate you guys doing that. And thank you so much for watching as well. Really enjoy having you with us and being part of our channel and sharing this fun with us tonight. So, let's just jump out of that for a sec. So there we go. That's our experience of driving tracks in Automobilista 2 in reverse. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, we will see you very, very soon. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Take care and see you later. Bye-bye.